Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Afi Aman bin Zakaria, and today I will be discussing question related to a video of discussion between panels of speakers, titled "Social Media and Language Learning." Uh, the first question is, what is the main message or theme of the video? I believe that the main message or theme conveyed by the speakers in the video was social media and its effects on language learning, especially the English language. Next, what are the three key facts, examples, or arguments mentioned in the video? Which of those in the video stood out to you, aka me, and why? Okay, I will go down the list first. One of the three key facts or example and arguments I found in the video is social media is useful in connecting people from all over the globe, no matter the barriers of nation and time zone, as they communicate using English daily to discuss their own passionate topics and hobbies. For example, next, the second point is the delusion of the English language because of the globalization of the English language through the daily use of social media. And the third point is the benefits of social media to the study of English language. Which of those in the video stood out to me and what? Alright. For me, personally, the point that stood out to me the most was the last point, where the benefits of social media on English learning, on English study. The speakers discussed that by using the social media daily, and of course using the English language, it incorporates into the formal education and training of the English language. For example, whenever you write comments, make videos, or even just reading the things in the internet, it will integrate into your English proficiency and also fluency. This is due to the fact that by facing the English language daily and almost all the time, it will make you become more familiar with the language itself, and also expose you to different levels of fluency in the English language study, and also make you more capable to different ideas and approach to the language. This point stood out to me because for long, I have been taught that the use of social media could only harm the proficiency in English, and some even said that the language used in social media uh, wouldn't be able to be incorporated into daily use of English, which the speakers actually proved me and the belief and doctrine wrong. Next, uh, question number 3. Do you or me agree with what had been discussed by the speakers? Why or why not? I must state, first of all, I must admit that I agree with most of the points discussed by the speakers. First, because they are professionals in their field, which is English teaching, and they present valid and comprehensive points and arguments to support the ideas. However, I must say that on the topic of delusion of the English language, I somewhat disagree when the speakers answer the question almost as if they are presenting the delusion itself as something that is not harmful. However, I believe that the delusion of English language, because of the globalization of the language itself and the daily exposure to different people nationwide, globally, uh, can actually have the risk of harming a person fluency in English, as it deviate from the standard form of English. Because this is because sometimes people will only rely upon the English that they learn in social media and not the formal standardized English taught in schools, which can affect the level of formality that sometimes is required in professional settings such as work or even in an educational setting. Alright, the final question. How can the issues discussed in the video influence your or my teaching approach as an English language teacher? Okay, after understanding the issue discussed in the video, I believe that they will influence my teaching approach to be more flexible and not only relying upon the usage of books and texts such as the old times. I have to be more flexible in my approach to relate to the younger generation and my modern audience, because they are accustomed to the internet culture. So I must incorporate the elements into my teaching so that my students can understand and comprehend more of what of the uh, of the ideas that I am trying to convey. Because sometimes different generation, different perspective, even though it's on the same topic, which is English learning. I think that is all from me for the questions. Thank you for listening until the very end, and I'm sorry because it's way too long from the 5-7 minutes limit. Farewell, see you next time.